guys, it's Megan, and today I thought I would talk to you guys about some advice that I have for breakups. And everyone's breakup is so different and we feel things in different ways. So this is just what I have learned really works for me. I was in a long-term relationship in college and that ended very badly. I went to therapy. It was really a traumatic experience to me. And then most recently I went through a breakup of a long-term relationship and I feel fine about it in many ways. Like, obviously I'm very heartbroken about losing someone that was very, very important to me. To not have him in my life anymore is definitely very challenging, but I have coped with the end of this relationship much differently than the end of my college relationship. And being able to realize how much better I'm doing after this relationship ended makes me feel like I have learned so much about heartbreak. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't know anything about it, but it really has helped me grow as a person, and I think it makes me more able to relate to so many of us who have been through this and have been through a really challenging time with losing someone. No, the person you're with is your best friend, and for whatever reason that you're not together now, it's really, really, really hard. So I just have 4 simple pieces of advice. Simple as in they seem simple, but they're probably harder in practice. But I hope that this helps you, and even if just one of these things really sticks to you and helps you through this hard time, I just really hope that I can do that for you. So my number 1 piece of advice, and this is advice for everyone, no matter if they're going through heartbreak or not, is to be kind to yourself. You might blame yourself and be like, what did I do wrong? What could I have done differently to make that person stay? And that is not how you should think about it, because it's not anything you did or didn't do. And it's really hard to tell yourself to think that way, because we're always looking for answers and we want just a pinpoint answer. I did this on that day and that's why he did this or she did this, and it's not usually as simple as that. It would be easier, like in my first long-term relationship, I broke up with my boyfriend because he cheated on me, and that was a reason, that was a good reason, and there were other reasons that I probably should have broken up with that person in the past, but cheating was like the last straw, and that gave me a really good reason to end the relationship. But it was still really hard. And then in my most recent relationship, it wasn't my choice. There wasn't, to me, a clear-cut reason. And that is really, really hard, to not analyze every little thing and be like, was it because of this? Was it because of that? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter why it is. You're never going to know for sure because you're not in that person's head. And they probably will never explain to you why, and that's okay. You don't need to know exactly why, but you need to be kind to yourself and not blame yourself and not look down on yourself or say you deserve to be broken up with or to be left by someone. That is not true at all, and it just wasn't the right fit. You and this person, even though it seemed like it was a really good fit, it wasn't, for whatever reason, and that reason will come later in life that you will figure out, but it just wasn't meant to be. And take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself and build yourself back up, because it is such like a blow to your self-esteem or to just your happiness when you lose someone important to you and when they choose to leave. But you have to be kind to yourself and just allow yourself to heal for as long as it takes, and don't rush yourself. Just go through that process and always put yourself first and build yourself up like you would a friend going through this. Because when I try to think of, oh, I would say this to my friend if she was going through heartbreak, say those same things to yourself and build yourself back up. Similarly, I really suggest to allow yourself to feel every emotion that you are going to feel during this process. You are going to feel sad, mad, furious, confused. You might feel happy that it happened. You might feel relieved. You will feel like, what the hell just happened? You will feel like you want to punch them in the face. You will feel so many different things. You'll just start crying when you least expect it. One day I was brushing my teeth and I just started bawling when I realized I had been dumped. So it's just such a weird roller coaster of emotions that you'll go on, and when you feel those things, allow yourself to feel those things. When you feel fine about it, talk about how you feel fine about it and let yourself feel fine. It was really therapeutic to me to throw out all of the stuff that I got from my ex-boyfriend and stuff that he had left at my house and things like that. I just threw it all out, and that was awesome because I did that when I felt fine about it and kind of like mad, like, oh, I hate you and I'm gonna throw out all your shit because you're never coming back. So I did that when I felt like strong to do that. And I would say go with how you're feeling in the moment, and if you feel sad, cry. If you feel mad, vent. If you don't like do anything drastic, but just allow yourself to release those emotions. And that goes along with my next piece of advice, is to keep talking about it. You will feel like all you do is talk about the breakup and about that person, but you just need to keep talking about it. Talk about it with your friends and your family. People that you know will listen to you. And it's tough because I at least feel like I was getting annoying. I was talking about it so much, but they are there for you and they are going to listen to you. At least good friends and good family will, and they will help you just go like process what is going on, because there are so many emotions you'll be feeling. But if you keep talking it out, that really helps. And if you really feel like you need help, I would definitely suggest going to see a therapist. And I did that when I was in college, and I was lucky to have like therapy on campus that you could go to for free. And I know it's not as easy once you're in the working world. You would have to find a therapist or whatever, but if you feel like that will help you, do it. It really made me see things in a different way when I went to therapy, and it made me see the bigger picture, and it helped me in just so many ways. And it was something that I really needed because I was very depressed after that breakup. Even though I chose to break up with my boyfriend because he cheated on me, it was devastating. We had been through a very serious car accident, so there was all of this stuff like within this relationship that just like was too much for me to handle. So therapy was an awesome option for me. And if you feel like you need to talk to a professional or someone outside of this situation, I really suggest therapy. But if you're able to work through it just with your friends and family, keep talking about it. You are not being annoying, and you can even just write a journal. I will keep notes on my phone, but handwriting a journal also really helps to get all those feelings out of your head. That's like the main point of keep talking, is so it's not in your head, it's not being built up, and you're not like festering those feelings. You're releasing them in either talking, writing, typing, and that just really has helped me over many years to release things through writing. And most recently, like I said, I keep notes on my phone, and if I'm feeling really sad for whatever reason, like I wish that I could do XYZ with you and I really miss being able to see you, or whatever it is, and just typing those things out, not sending them to anyone, just typing them or writing them for yourself, just, I feel like it gets it out of your mind and you can move on better, at least in my experience, than just letting it fester in your head. So keep talking, write it out, type it out, whatever works for you. Try a bunch of different things because you'll find what works for you, and what works for me might not be what works for you. So definitely try talking, try writing, just get it out of your head, and I think that that will help you process it and also not let it fester. And my last piece of advice, and this is something that has been much easier this time than my last long-term relationship, is do not reach out to your ex. Just don't do it. It is so much harder if you are not talking one day and then you feel the urge to talk to them and you text them or you call them or whatever and you talk for a few minutes or hours or a few days, and then it's like, oh shit, this is why we broke up. And now I have to go through the heartbreak and the heartache again. Do not put yourself through that. It's something you can control to not talk to them. It's harder if they're talking to you and you have to ignore it. That's a mistake I made with my college boyfriend. He would reach out to me all the time. He would text me, he would call me, he would make me miss him so bad. But it wasn't healthy for me to talk to him for many reasons, but especially because I couldn't move on. I couldn't get over him because he was always there. He was always trying to talk to me, and even though I blocked him on social media, I did everything I could, he still was trying to hold on to our relationship even like a year later. It was really, really challenging, but I eventually had to block his number. I had to do all this like stuff I didn't want to do, but it was for the best, and it allowed me to move on from him. And thankfully in my current breakup situation, I haven't really had the urge to reach out to my ex-boyfriend, and he thankfully has not reached out to me, which I am honestly thankful about. At first I was like, I want him to text me and I want him to tell me that he misses me and he regrets it, but honestly that wouldn't have helped. It wouldn't have helped me move on. It wouldn't have helped me make me feel better. It would have made things worse. So please try not to reach out to your ex, and if they are reaching out to you, text your friends or call your friends when it happens and be like, yo, they are texting me again. Please help me. Please, like, allow me to talk to you instead of talking to them, because it was something when I went through it, I really needed the support of my friends and family, and I needed their strength because it was hard for me not to respond to my ex. But like I said, this time is much easier, and I feel like I've been able to move on quicker because of that, because he hasn't reached out to me and because I haven't reached out to him. It's been a totally different experience, and you would think that that would be sadder that they don't want to talk to you or you don't want to talk to them, but it's one of those things. The breakup was his final decision. There wasn't any like talking it out or working it out. It just was what it was, and when I realized he doesn't want to be with me, why would I want to be with him? Like, it was just like this light bulb moment where I just decided this isn't what I want either, and I thought it was, but it's not, and that's okay, and that has allowed me to move on. And it's hard. It's so hard. It's so hard to go through heartbreak no matter what, but I feel like if you can talk it out with people, if you can really process what has happened, and it will take you months, maybe years to get over this. I think that once you can think about the breakup in a more positive way, even though it might take a very long time to get to that point, once you see it as a positive, you have so many possibilities open for you now. And that's scary, but that's very exciting and very positive. And it will be a different way of looking at it for each of us. Once you see that the relationship ended for positive reasons that you didn't realize when it first happened, I think that you will be able to heal and move on and be even stronger than you were before. And it's hard to leave something that was very positive. I feel like my last relationship was a very positive experience for me. And it's hard to accept that it's over, but I am excited that something else is out there for me. Someone else is out there for me. And it might take other heartbreaks in the future, and I don't want to go through that, but heartbreak is inevitable, and it's something that we just have to handle, and we all handle it in different ways. And I hope that these pieces of advice that I have realized throughout my breakups, I hope that some of these help you, and I hope that if you are feeling really, really heartbroken, I hope that you heal soon, and I hope that you have such an amazing life from now on. And even if your experiences with your ex were amazing, I hope you have even better experiences. And if you got out of a bad relationship, I'm so proud that you are able to start new. And it's really hard no matter what. Breakups suck. Like nothing is awesome about breakups, but I hope that this can help you, and I hope that if you need to talk, you can talk to me, you can talk to your friends and family. And like I said, therapy is a really great option, especially if you are feeling really, really down about things. Definitely see a professional. It helped me so much when I needed that support, and I know that it can help you too. So thank you for watching. I hope that you're having a really amazing day, and I will see you soon. Bye.